Hello everyone. Today I need to change my setup. Right now I've been using the PC I built for gaming, and I have a 2009 Mac Pro with a capture card in it that I record to or stream from. And that's been fine, except it's lacking two major things. One being Thunderbolt. So I have behind me, you can see it here, I bought a G Technology Studio XL Thunderbolt RAID array. It says 24 terabytes. It's 8 3-terabyte drives in it. And I also have a Blackmagic Hyper Studio 4K Mini, which is also Thunderbolt. And to use those, I've been using my 2017 MacBook Pro. I've actually had this for a couple of years now, and it's been fine because I needed something portable. But I had still been using the Mac Pro just because it's a nice big tower with, I have dual Xeons in it. It's 12 core, 24 threads. So it's a nice powerful desktop, but it is a bit old. And then the second thing is it doesn't support Catalina. It supports Mojave because I've upgraded the firmware to be like a 2010 model. So Mojave works fine on that. There are ways to run Catalina on it, but I'm not really interested in doing that sort of modifications to make that stuff work. I'd rather just have it work out of the box. And then the next major change is, this is kind of a mess, everything's spread out. So you can kind of see here, I've got like my Thunderbolt RAID, my NAS, laptop, networking, dock. There's the Blackmagic Hyper Studio. Okay, this is a Startech 25U 4-post rack. I give you a couple of wrenches, a screwdriver. These are the leveling feet. Some grounding strips. Bunch of bolts and washers. There's some cage nuts and bolts for the equipment. Some more screws and washers. These are some cable management loops. I'm probably not going to use those. And some wheels. And some more nuts and bolts. Okay, there's the rack built. Now let's fill it up. First thing I want to do is my altar studio. I'll probably put this somewhere on the top so I can easily access the connections on the back. So I have this shelf here. This is the Blackmagic Terran X mini shelf. Now the Blackmagic gear comes in 3 different sizes for this. There's usually a 1/3 size, so you can fit 3 1/3 pieces. And there's some that are 2/3, so they take up 2 of these slots. And then there's this here isn't quite 2/3, it's actually half. Just put a 1/3. And then the half you have this gap in here, so there's another piece. It attaches here, so you can turn in the half size into a 2/3 size. I think I'll put this so it's in the middle. Maybe like that. So this piece attaches to the actual Ultra Studio Mini with a screw on the side, right here. So now this half piece is now 2/3. And this here, there's some holes on the bottom here. You screw this in on the bottom. And for the Ultra Studio, again, a couple of screws through the bottom. One complete rack unit. With the laptop on a 1-view shelf. Right below. Let's find out how much space I need for the Thunderbolt drive here. About 15 inches. It's going to take about 9U worth of space if I leave it vertical. Okay, I'm going to try to put the Thunderbolt RAID vertically here on this shelf, this 2U shelf. Put the NAS right next to it. Okay, I think it's time that we put the gaming PC in. Put it in right underneath here. Okay, so I have to extend these. This isn't long enough. There's no instructions for this. I'm assuming I just take these out and move this down. Okay, to put these rails in, for this case, first you need to pick the right slot. So on this one there's going to be a free slot at the bottom, and then the rail, and then 2 more slots above it. So that's going to be the 4U that's going to use. And this little back piece with the threaded insert, this is actually spring loaded. So you can put it up against the back of this slot here. And you push it in, and then you push this down. These hooks will hook onto here. And this spring loaded thing will pop out this hole. Just like that. You do the same on the back side. There it is. Next, we have a couple of these rack mount drawer units. I'm just going to throw those in the bottom. In the future, I like to get a UPS in the bottom, but I don't have one right now, so I'm just going to put these down there. Now I got to put in some networking. So on the back shelf is my switch, an Airport Express that is just to connect to the rest of the network from the router because I don't have a cable coming into this room, and my Thunderbolt dock just because I don't have room on the front. And yeah, the cable management is terrible. Also on the very bottom on the back is another shelf just for like power strips and power adapters and stuff. So a lot of the cables I have is just the keyboards, mice, the monitors. I think what I'll do is instead of running everything straight to the docks and the computers, I'll just have one HDMI and one USB to the monitor, and I'll plug the keyboards and mice through the monitor hubs instead. That'll clean up a lot of that. So I don't think I'm going to use the laptop long term. I'm probably going to get a Mac Mini, and then I won't need to use the Thunderbolt dock because the Mac Mini has enough ports on it. And then I can probably move the audio interface up on the same shelf with the Mac Mini. Well, that's it for now. It's a work in progress, so cable management will come later. More equipment will come later, you know. It's a rack. You're never done with it. Thanks for watching.